jazz about any ship upgrades. Nothing worse than a pirate ship with no personality.
I used to work for a megacorp. Wore a monkey suit and everything. Seems like a different time.
What do you need? First time visiting the infirmary, huh? Let me give you a piece of advice. Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids. Good to know. Now all I need to worry about is you overdosing. So here's what's what. You need medpacks, curatives, preventatives. I've got you covered. At least as long as my current supply holds out. You need enhancers, legal or illegal? I've got those too. In the fleet, someone has to do it, so it may as well be me. This way, I've got a good idea of who's on what and how much. If they come in for any real medical treatment, I know exactly what I'm dealing with. A dealer with a full medical background. Thank you very much. Now, if you don't need anything else, I've got a particularly annoying supply issue to deal with. Now, there's an offer I didn't expect. If you really want to help, I'm looking for someone who can handle themselves in a public setting. As in someone who knows how to get the job done without shooting up the place. I love it when people justify murder as being efficient. I politely requested a list of supplies from Gennady Ayton at the clinic and was told the price of business has gone up. I think he's back on Aurora and he's upcharging me to pay for it. And if there's one thing I'm not going to do is subsidize his habit. I want you to make sure he delivers my supplies for the price we agreed on, but without raising any alarms. You can threaten him all you want, but if you start a fight in the clinic, the fleet's not rolling in to back you up. Oh yeah, the funny thing is, he's the poster boy for upstanding moral citizens. Top of the class at nursing school, did volunteer work in backwater settlements, a reputation you could eat your food off of. Nobody knows he did it all zoned out of his mind. Nobody except his old boss, me. He said he got clean when he joined the clinic, but now I wonder. A bullshit one, yeah? Gennady claims prices have gone up for the clinic as a whole, and that I'm not the only doc being hit. He says if I want cheaper goods, I'm going to have to find another supplier. He even gave me a list. But I'm not turning to some third-rate doc selling meds out of their space truck. Gennady and I had a deal, and I want him to honor it. Try not to die out there.
Respect priority docking for emergency patients. The clinic welcomes all.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
You know, there are more couriers coming and going from this place than patients must have. Time. Guess that's a good thing. Is there something I can help you with? You look a bit lost. Damn. You're fleet, aren't you? I should have known she'd send someone. Look, the price of goods here has gone up. Doubled, tripled even. Did she not even consider a cheaper supplier? She really should. Well, I was afraid you'd say that. I was really hoping she'd take the hint. Truth is, there was no price hike on the clinic, but I didn't lie to fatten my pockets, or buy Aurora. I just wanted to nudge her toward another supplier. It's just, I hear about people getting treated or dying all the time due to run-ins with the fleet. How does it all shake out in the end? I don't know. Either way, it seems like I end up with lives on my conscience. Shit, all right. That's the last thing I'd want right now. I've stashed the supplies in the storage closet just around the hall. Here's the key. Just try not to let anyone see you. I want to keep this as under the radar as possible.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
All right, Naeva went for it, so the plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is gonna do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get started, I need a layout of the settlement. Don't leave anything out. I want every guard patrol, junction box, mark down everything. When it's go time, I'm gonna need some kind of distraction. Maybe set off a mining charge or something. You know, keep security busy. You'll have at least a week's notice before we send in our ships, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. Alright, you wanted to be part of the fleet? This could be your ticket. Just don't screw it all up.
Rumor mill says Rock Hope got shot when the Rangers tried to arrest him. Not sure.
You're hot? Try wearing security armor.
A hazmat squad came through here the other day. Said they're cleaning out any heat leeches. Public safety concern. I think I missed something.
I remember watching shiny new mechs rolling onto ships at port. Been a long time since then.
Not easy finding steady work. Can always talk to Gennady about joining the Vanguard.
Holy crap, we made it to Gagarin landing.
I told you, dumbass, it would work. Now get a load of the cargo manifest.
Whoa, the Chiroptera's hold is stuffed. Why were they running heavy through this sector?
No clue. Lucky for us, we were out hunting when it exited jump space. The drive must have malfunctioned.
Holy shit. Look at the crew roster. They were also carrying 32 colonists. Maybe. We overdid it?
Whatever. Maybe we took risk. What? You growing a conscience all of a sudden?
Yeah, I don't know. Some of them were families, man.
If you want to walk away from this score, that's up to you. Me? I'm heading over to the bar to get blitzed. You coming?
Yeah, sure. I'll be there in a little bit.
This place used to be a real dive. So looking up.
I hope you're enjoying your visit.
So you dragged me all the way onto Red Mall. What the hell is all this junk, Magnus?
Chunks. A full assortment, fresh from the factory. Nothing but the best.
So you want Clifton to pick up the tab on, how many is it? 16, 17, 18 boxes of food.
No, this ain't food, man. This is survival. For deep space hops, this stuff never goes bad, and it's cheap.
At first I thought you were kidding. Then I thought, nah, he's just taking the joke too far. Now I just think you're out of your camera.
Look, how about you buy half the shipment, try it out, pass it around, the stuff will catch on fast. Ecliptic will love it. Trust me.
I want you to run back to the
Sure,
team,
Jake's
tell them
keep
to pull this food out of his airlock. We are buying.
Okay. 3 boxes. Heck, I'll throw in the 4th for free. Huh? You can't beat that deal, right?
Fine. If you'll shut the hell up, load the 4 boxes on my rig, and let me get out of here.
Pleasure doing business with you, Toombs.
How can I be of service, Captain? Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
United Colony System Defense at your service.
Siren of the Stars, huh? Pretty fancy for a pirate. I don't know about you. people who work undercover, they're sneaky by nature, hard to read. When I fly, I want someone beside me who I can predict. Boxes by the Marquess of Queensbury rules. But you're a southpaw, a wild card. That isn't it. We've got plenty of green pilots picked right from the academy. But yours happen to come from a different farm. Vanguard. But if Commander Ikande says you're Sistef, then you are one of us. For now. Long story. I got my start in the academy and made a name for myself hunting the Crimson Fleet. I eventually got recruited to do test flights on a star station orbiting Lloyden's Rock. Me and 3 other Archangel pilots did some work on some extremely dangerous prototypes. But I called in a few favors and got back home with Sistef. Someone with my talents needs to be here, where the action is. I cut my teeth on space trucks, believe it or not. Before I got my stripes, I was just another cargo hauler trying to earn an honest wage. But after a couple slick escapes, I got recruited to the academy and went from dodging pirates to hunting them. Thing is, some of my best tricks were with a big rig. Ever try a pitchback with a Hopetech truck with 2 fleet wraiths on your tail? Compared to that, doing it with a military fighter is a piece of cake. Stay frosty.
Howdy.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd visit. Should give us a little time to catch up. Well, of course, what choice do I have? Thanks to my own stupidity, my second chance to return to the Crimson Fleet is long gone. And by the time I get out of prison, any hopes I had to return to that life will have fully disappeared. That's not how I expected to spend the next couple of decades, but it is what it is. Well, anyway, glad you popped by to say hello. Now, if you wouldn't mind letting an old man get his rest, I'd appreciate it. After getting set up on the Key, I traveled to a few settlements to find a base of operations. I was looking for a place that would allow me to pick up information about juicy shipments for the fleet to jump on. When I stopped at Gagarin, Sistef was on the ground waiting for me instead of that contact I was expecting to meet. Your friend Toft really pulled the wool over my eyes. So you're saying I should be happy that you took me out of the line of fire? I have to confess, I never thought of it that way. Last thing I intended to do with my life was go out in a blaze of glory on Naeva or Delgado's behalf. But at the same time, my freedom's gone, so I'm not exactly popping the cap off the vodka bottle and celebrating either. Oh yes, quite aggressively. The illegal team will very likely grind me into the dirt. There isn't much I can do about it. The amusing thing is, I don't even think they care very much that the heist went down on their ship. That's a given risk for them. I think they're more embarrassed I was able to gain the position as captain of the Siren under false pretenses in the first place. That's the last time I trusted anyone ever again.
Salutations. I assume you're here to commemorate my terrible misfortune? Excellent. Excellent. Well, as much as I detest being the bearer of bad news, I have to disclose that you're wasting your time. You see, this imprisonment is merely an insignificant hindrance. I don't foresee being incarcerated in perpetuity. In fact, I would wager that my legal team will have my release expedited within the month. Indeed. Due to your actions, my tenure with Galbank has been terminated, and several million credits in fines are being levied against me. The day is yours, Agent. You should be proud. Well, why shouldn't I? I was bested by your actions, therefore I should suffer the consequences. There's no need for me to dwell on the past. Well, enough idle banter. I've taken up more than my share of your valuable time. Honestly, this interaction has been quite pleasurable. Do feel free to stop by and gloat at any time. Good day.
Heard Archangel flew in some top secret program not too long ago.
Sysdef Marines are the best of the best. Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
This mission... It's good to have you back. Good. The more you find, the stronger our case. Damn it. I knew those supplies had to be coming from somewhere, but I never expected them to be leaking directly from the clinic. I'll have to contact Mast and let them deal with this. Freestar Collector territory is out of my jurisdiction. Have any more? A hot tip, huh? What kind of idiot would dig in their heels waiting for a massive payout on some of the cheapest food in the settled systems? I've seen some strange things on this assignment, but this definitely tops the list. I'll, pass it on to my superiors. I'm sure they'll get right on it. Have any more? Good. When Sysdef stumbled across the wreckage of the ship, we were sure it was the Crimson Fleet, but we could never prove it. We found 32 dead colonists in that wreckage. Poor crew must have put up a hell of a fight. At least their families will now have some closure. Have any more? The fleet's planning a raid on Hopetown? Okay. I didn't expect them to be so bold, but I suppose desperate times call for desperate measures. Don't worry. I'll circulate the description of this captain to the authorities on Hopetown and make sure they never set foot in that settlement. That it? I have to hand it to Naeva Mora. The lady's thorough. That facility on Kreet still holds a good bit of valuable resources and equipment. All right, can't do much with this one except pass it over to the military. Hopefully they stop denying the base's existence and do something about it. Any other fragments? Okay, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it. Let me know if you need anything else.
This mission will be tricky. Gunspike will be heavily guarded. I trust you can do it without violence.
It is a beautiful day, huh?
Hope the Black Sea is treating you all right.
Greetings, Captain.
Yeah?
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
I used to work for a megacorp. Wore a monkey suit and everything. Seems like a different time.
Oh, good. Just the person I wanted to see. Tell me you've got those supplies from Gennady. I'm on the last of my medpacks here. Everything's accounted for. No damage. I'm impressed. I might have to make this a regular thing. At least it's one way to get guaranteed supplies. I only need to determine Gennady's limits. I'd hate to break him. And he'd love every minute of it, right? Well, I'll arrange your payment so you can get out of here. I appreciate the help.